are you ready to invite the next speaker on stage? Because this is actually a very different story. Yeah. And how many second-gen entrepreneurs in the room? Please raise your hands. This is for you. Yeah, because the person I'm going to call on stage, the highlight of this person's journey is that he's a second-generation entrepreneur. He is the director of marketing and sales at Kothari Group. And Kothari Group is a pretty well-established organization, and they're into manufacturing of agricultural systems. And like I said, the standard for him is that he's had to build his entire career as a second-gen entrepreneur, earning his credibility from scratch. All second-gen entrepreneurs, can you relate to what I'm talking about? Hello? Let me explain to you, if for the first-gen entrepreneurs, you might not be able to relate to it. As a second-gen entrepreneur, when you're walking into your family business, you can't rest on the laurels of the previous generation. In fact, the problem is that people discount you. The problem is that people don't take you seriously enough because you're either the son of your father or the nephew of your uncle, and they treat you as someone who's gotten the position because you're part of the family. How many of you know what I'm talking about? Say yes. And what he had to do was to earn his credibility from scratch. Even though technically he's the boss, people never took him seriously. And he faced all the challenges because of that. He faced leadership challenges, he faced, attrition challenges, and people would not respect him like they're supposed to respect him. But I'll tell you what I'm really proud of about his journey. Diligent implementer, solid passion about the way he learned and implemented in spite of coming from a big organization. He's technically not really a small organization. He's pretty big. But he was like, you know what? I need to learn. I need to figure out how I need to get out of my own situation to complete ownership, implement it in his own division, which is sales and marketing, prove to his entire company that, you know what? He has the respect and he's earned the respect of being the boss. And today the entire organization is following his direction. I think that's a very, very proud journey he's gone through to be where he is. Give him a round of applause. Come on. Through his journey of coaching, he took his business from 182 crores to 251 crores. And I want you to just process those numbers. When you're already doing 180 crores, jumping to 251 is not a small feat. From 1 crore to 2 crores is easy. From 182 to 250, not at all easy. Do you guys agree with me? If you agree with me, raise your hands. So are you ready to learn from this gentleman, everybody? Are you ready to learn from this gentleman? So with a huge round of applause, everybody, please help me welcome Puskar Raj Kothari on stage.
Let's get down to business. Give you one more night to get this. We've had a million nights just like this. So let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. Give you one more night.
Thank you, Karan. It feels so nice after getting introduced from your mentor. Right? Yeah. So, myself, Puskar Raj Kothari, I'm from Solapur, Maharashtra, and I'm a second-generation entrepreneur. I hold the position of Director Sales and Marketing of Irrigation Division at Kothari Group. Kothari Group is a family business, and it was founded in 1997 by my father, Mr. Kiran Kothari, and my two uncles, Mr. Arvind Kothari and Ujjwal Kothari. We all 6 brothers of the second generation are working in the same organization. And I joined this business in 2012 after completing my PG. And after spending 1 year as a trainee at the factory, I took the charge of sales and marketing of irrigation division, which is into manufacturing and distribution of micro irrigation systems to the farmers through authorized channel partner network across India. So, to be honest, I was really not sure whether to join this business or not. Just because I joined the business to give it a try, because I did not have an answer to the typical golden question of the family that if not family business, then what? There was another reason was I used to keep listening to these kind of things from some of the people that आपको फैमिली बिजनेस मिला है तो अच्छा खासा मिला ही है ना, मतलब इफ यू गेट सक्सीड से पीपल विल से उसको ऑलरेडी मिल गया था, राइट? सो देर इज नो आइडेंटिटी, एंड इफ ही गेट्स फेल, अच्छा खासा मिला था इसको, वो भी संभाल नहीं पाया, क्या आदमी है ये? सो that was the nervousness, and that's why I was very hesitated to join this business. But just to, because I did not have answer what to do, so I just gave it a try. So let's see, let's join the business. And after joining the business, I started gaining interest day by day. 200 plus employees, 300 plus dealers, and 100 plus crore turnover. Those are the figures when I joined the business. How many of you sitting here feel that these are very, very comfortable and fascinating figures to have in our own business? Yes? Some of you might be thinking, what the hell this guy is doing here, right? So, I feel that each stage of the business has its own problems and its own challenges, right? And sometimes because of these challenges, you have to pause, introspect, and work on your basics. So, since my joining, I faced lot of challenges, but the major challenges were lack of foolproof systems, cash flow, people management, and the relationship challenge. Back in 2014, we had to face 20 plus crore bad debt when we were doing only 131 crore of turnover in my division. And it was the most disastrous feeling I have ever had. It did not only put my division, but the entire company into serious financial trouble. And our accounts, the company's accounts got freezed, it got sealed from the bank, and there were a lot of challenges, you know. Though none of the family member questioned me, I blamed myself. Why the hell I joined this business, and why the hell I put the entire family into the problem? And because of this, I went into the negative mindset. I went into long working hours. It created a guilt in my mind. Another challenge what I faced was the people management. When I joined the business, there were already 15 to 20 plus experienced professional as a second line, and I did not know how to talk to them, how to talk about their loopholes, how to confront them in a professional way. Also, there was another challenge, was relationship challenge. When I say relationship challenge, that does not mean that I did not get freedom at work. I did get the freedom at work, but there was lack of appreciation. I think this is the most common challenge what my generation is facing in today's family businesses. It might be because our earlier generation is of the thought process that appreciation kills the progress. However, I feel that appreciation boosts the progress. Thank you. In non-family businesses, actually, you can talk to your family members about your emotions, about your feelings, about your low days. But in family businesses, you can't even do that, because relationships are kept all above in family business, above money, above everything. So you don't want to hurt your emotions, your feelings. If you tell someone, it might get hurt someone. You don't do that. So as I told you that we had to face the loss and we went completely into a problem, and I was continuously working for long hours, you know, and continuous firefighting situation. But those long working hours neither solved my problems, nor I was getting rid of that guilt which was in my mind. So when this was happened, it was not getting rid of that guilt, and years passed. Fast forward to 2019, okay? With lot of my trial and error methods, previous experiences, with some favorable conditions of the market, we could achieve 231 crore of turnover in 1920. But on 22nd March 2020, there was first lockdown happened. And it, we completely got freezed out. Our manufacturing plant got shut down. Our entire sales team was freezed. No one could understand what to do. Can you understand, the bigger the problem, the bigger the turnover, bigger the overheads. So once it comes down, when it gets freezed, you get freaked out, right? And because it happened, so after lot of challenges, we could achieve 182 crore turnover in that year, but with huge outstanding. Because when you achieve such kind of turnover, to show some figures on the balance sheet, you have to achieve those figures, and that's why we had to sell more products into the credit-based market to achieve that figure. So turnover fell by 50 CR with huge outstanding, negative cash flow, and everything was messed up. And while this was happening on the one side, the other side, it was a lockdown. As it was a lockdown, everyone was coming with the new things on the internet. So everyone was trying to come with the new habits, ye karo, wo karo, aisa karo, waisa karo. So I was also trying to come out of that negative situation. So I also said that let's come out of this situation and let's start developing new habit like reading books, okay? So I thought of reading books and I started, and suddenly ray of hope appeared, and it was Rajiv who was giving his interview of his bestseller book, Lead or Bleed. How many of you have read already the Lead or Bleed? Thank you. So the first chapter of that book is my story. And it took only 3 days for me to complete that book. It was completely resonating with my story. And that's how I started following Rajiv and Rajiv's content. As it was a COVID, earlier those days in first lockdown, you know the way he speaks, right? Are you working in a firefighting situation? Are you self-trapped? I said, how the hell this guy knows everything about me, how I'm feeling? Huh? So I started following Rajiv's content, and these questions got attracted towards him, and that's how I came to know about his PACE program. And I registered for the PACE program. After attending 3 days PACE program, I was supercharged, okay? Like we all become, that magic he creates. So I called all my brothers, I explained them, I have attended this program and this is very nice, and we have to implement all these systems into our organization, and we have to do it. They all understood it and they accepted it, and they said, yes, it is the need of the hour. Because we all were second generation, just joined the business, right? Maybe 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. So they also accepted and they said, yes, it is the need of the hour, but we won't be able to do it on our own, okay? Let us see if we can call someone from the Quantum Leap and they can implement it on our behalf. Because internally, we all were working in firefighting situation. That's why we did not have time. I also nodded and I said, okay. And I did not take any action till few months. Few months later, I got an email invitation to attend the Sales Accelerator program, which was my function. So I attended the Sales Accelerator program, and I was supercharged again. So I attended the SAP, MMI, OMI, MAT, LMG, OMG, right? OMG is not a program, okay? So I attended all this program back to back. Now, how many of you feel that after learning from Karan and Rajiv, we all become energetic species like with nitrogen booster, like we have to go from here and implement all those learned systems into business immediately, right? I felt it too. And actually what I felt? I feel like I have found that treasure cave from Alibaba 40 Chor ki kahani. Like it was full of treasure cave, it was full of solutions for me for most of my business problems. And that's how uh, I attended those program, and that's how I started this thing. And after that, I thought, okay, even if it is my functions, it is okay. Let us forget about the organization. Let me go ahead and focus on my two functions and implement those learned systems into my function. So I thought that ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा क्या होगा, कुछ बुरा तो नहीं होगा, कुछ ना कुछ अच्छा ही होगा. So I registered for the MBA, okay? And this MBA has given a phenomenal impact on in my journey. This is one of the best decisions I have taken in my life. I understood my business model in detail. I understood my ABCD type of customer, who are my amazing customer, who are my dangerous customers. I could develop the stop meeting system with little bit improvisation which was suitable for my organization. I improved the marketing activities with the content marketing. My confidence got increased to build the teams, and I learned how to lead the teams. I feel that being a business owner and being a leader are two different things. Did you know that 70% family businesses fail during the transition process, transition phase from first generation to second generation? Yeah? So there might be a lot of reasons, okay? But as per my experience, the major reason is the second line in that business does not accept the new member from the family as their leader very easily. Right? So there might be again a lot of reasons. There might be ego issues, ego clashes. They try to avoid you. They try to consider you as a entitled child, right? So instead of, when I joined the business, I was like trying to impress my father and uncle. But I forgot that first I need to gain the trust and confidence of my second line. And when I did that, it gave me results and it gave me very confidence also. So talking about the results, my turnover got increased from 182 to 209, 209 to 251, and this year we will be crossing 300 CR for sure. The clarity in my second line was amazing. My communication skills got improved, my leadership skills got enhanced, and my relationship at work was far, far, far better than earlier, especially with my elder brother. I was looking after sales and marketing, he was looking after the operations. So whatever problems are there in the field, I have to face it. So already we were talking less, and whatever we were talking about the problems. So I had shared very intense relationship with him. So after all this, now we talk more about the solutions and we talk more about the support required from each other. Thank you. Sorry. My bad. So talking about the lessons, I would like to tell you a short story, okay? And this story is about the Mark Zuckerberg and his company Facebook. When few things were not going well with Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook, some of the few people or more people suggested him to sell his company, and he decided to approach Steve Jobs. When he decided to approach the Steve Jobs to seek the solution, Steve Jobs suggested him to visit India and Neem Karoli Baba temple, right? And when he did that, you know all that instead of selling his company, he started acquiring other companies like WhatsApp and Insta, right? So what worked for Mark Zuckerberg was Neem Karoli Baba. What worked for me was Rajiv Clarity Baba. So jokes apart, but guys, you both have changed my life. The confused personality like me, I can say only one word, that you have brought clarity in my life so much that I'm sure that I'll do something in my life good. Good for me, good for others. Thank you. The major four lessons, if I summarize, I would like to tell you major four lessons. The first, develop systems into your each and every activity of your business so that you convert your business into a process-driven business, okay? Appreciate the people. You never know. For some people, their fuel can be just 2 words of appreciation instead of only appraisal and promotion. Build your team. Give them autonomy. Do not micromanage. And last but not the least, establish your leadership. I can do it, so you can. Thank you. So before I leave this stage, I want to leave one question for you all. When are you going to start to work on yourself so that you gain the trust and confidence and inspire your team to get the best out of them? Thank you. Thank you.
Let's get down to business. Give you one more night to get this.